everybody, it's Leah Ruppel here from Straight Up Coaching, and you are in my kitchen again. It's another create a plate, although it's more like a create a meal. I'm actually doing more than one meal. It's a busy day, and I'm preparing for myself, my kids, and we're out of the house and we got to grab things and run, and I also want to have some things for the next couple of days. So I have a few things here. Now, the rice cooker makes my life a whole lot easier because I can go and do something and the rice is cooking, and I can have things in the oven, I can have the slow cooker on, and those are just ways to save some time, and so I want to share those with you. Now, I've got a blend of wild rice right here. It's an organic blend, so I'm just about done that, so I was just going to use the rest of that, and then I'll just add a little bit of the regular brown rice, and again, it's an organic California brown rice, and I just want to make sure I have enough for the next couple of days. So super simple. I just go and add a little bit of that, add a little bit of water, and then really I just set it on for about 50 minutes in this wonderful little rice cooker, which I think I've had for about 10 years. And there you go, 50 minutes there. Now, I've got little potatoes boiling right now. My daughter loves those. I keep the skin on, and then I usually chop up some onion and some cilantro to go into the mashed potatoes. Now, we add a little bit of coconut oil and salt. That's it. We don't even put, you can add pepper, but we don't put in butter, and I mean, obviously, sometimes there's a treat to put in butter and milk, not milk, but almond milk and garlic or something like that, but it's not necessary. Once you get used to this greeny herb type stuff, you get kind of hooked to it. Speaking of herbs, I have some salmon here. I have a slab of salmon, and us in BC, of course, sockeye salmon. It's very hard to find fish that's not farmed, and I won't buy farm fish, so when you can get a piece of fresh fish, catch it yourself, that's even better. But for now, what I've done is I've just put a little bit of fresh dill on there, and I'm just going to pop that in the oven. So it doesn't really take long at all. It's about 20 minutes, and nothing worse than overcooked salmon is overcooked chicken, which I'm sure you've all had before. And then I'm also going to be doing some asparagus. There's something about the whole fish and rice and asparagus, it kind of makes a complete meal, at least in my books. I like that. But I'm also going to do a cabbage. So I have a smaller cabbage. Normally, this is a red cabbage. Normally you can get a half size of a larger one. And I slice that up into little slivers. And then I go and saute this with chopped onion. And I will take a picture of this afterwards if you've never done it before. You're slicing it, you're caramelizing the onions basically, or getting them at least soft with a little bit of oil. Usually use an avocado oil or coconut oil in the pan. Put the diced onion, white onion in first. Then I go and add the cabbage. Then, after I've sauteed the cabbage, I'll add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and may or may not, my daughter doesn't really like the balsamic vinegar, so if I leave that out, I'm just sauteing it by itself, and then I add it with whatever else we're eating. If I want to make more of a sour cabbage, you can add a little bit of cane sugar, brown sugar, although I don't like to do that so much, and balsamic vinegar, and it gives you that sour taste, and it's fantastic with chicken and a peanut sauce. If you're blending those things together, or some sort of a stir fry or rice bowl, I love putting the cabbage in there with that. So that's an option. So red cabbage is on the menu, asparagus, rice, whole grain organic rice, dill salmon, mashed potatoes with fresh cilantro and onion, and we'll have leftovers not just for the three of us, but again for the next day. And you can use the potatoes and have it with a breakfast saute the next day. You can also incorporate the cabbage and use it in a wrap the following day with either the salmon. Use it in a bowl as a rice bowl. Cook a different type of vegetable, maybe broccoli, and put it in with some peanut sauce, some cabbage, and some rice. It tastes fantastic. So those are some ideas that you can do with what I'm doing here. So thanks for visiting me in the kitchen. We'll talk to you soon on the next Create a Plate.